Good morning, dear students of Level 3. Today I have a new guide for you to learn how to access the writing and speaking activities of the electronic book of Pearson. The objective is to know how to do those activities, where you can find them, and the only material you will need is the electronic book of Pearson. In this case, we first, of course, you log in as you usually do, your username and password. And the second activity we have here is to go to the home button, to click on the button home, where you will find the writing and speaking activities, which have already been activated for modules units B3 and B4. The deadline for those activities, for each one of those activities, for each one of those units, will be at the top of them, or at the top of every set of speaking and writing activities. That is, you open them and you will find them exactly at the top of those activities. You will find the day and the time for the deadline. Okay. They will be assigned every 2 weeks. That means that by the moment you have access, you have activated the activities, the writing and speaking activities for units B3 and B4, as I told you. That means for units 7 and 8. Here is an example. Here is a screenshot of what you will find. Here you can see the activity. In this case, this is a speaking exercise. You just click there and the activity will open. Here, as I told you, is the deadline. Okay, the date it was assigned and the deadline. Just that, you start doing that. Let me go to the next exercise. You click on the speaking activities you were assigned and you start doing your practice. Remember, guys, that for these exercises, for speaking especially, you need a voice recording. For some of them, that means you're going to record your voice to practice pronunciation and to practice the speaking exercises that you are assigned there. And you need some plugins. And if you don't have them, you cannot record your voice and later listen to it. You have to contact the person who offers support for those technical problems, who is here. It's Carlos. I don't remember his last name, but it's the person in charge at Pearson. So you contact him in case you cannot do those speaking exercises successfully. You can do them sometimes, but you are not able to listen to your recording later. That means that there is a problem with some kind of plugin. It's not necessarily your computer. Sometimes it is something they have to, some kind of instruction they have to send you directly from Pearson. Some computers have this kind of access, some others don't. But in order to be successful, in order to do those exercises successfully, you need to have that plugin installed. Okay. Now here, this is the kind of speaking exercise. Yeah, here you have instructions, some kind of expressions, vocabulary that you need to repeat, that you need to record. You have to answer to some questions, and later use the microphone to record them. Well, some of them, not all activities are recorded. You have to do the same for the writing activities. You click on the activity, read instructions on the model you are given. Here you always find instructions, and you also find a model that they give you to do the activities. Okay, it's just to follow the instructions. It's a very short writing. It's more or less a 50-70 word writing. You do it here in the electronic book of Pearson. You type your answers. And let me continue here. It says then start writing your composition. Remember, these exercises are just for practice. So you don't need to send them to me. No, you just try to do your best, use a good dictionary. Here you have the opportunity to practice your writing skills. Please do not copy and paste any text, since it will not help you to improve your writing skills. In addition to this, well, these compositions won't be valid, no? They will be invalidated in case they are copied. Here is the model for writing. You start writing here, then you save. Let me go to the next page. Finally, click on the button Save if you want to go back to your draft again. That means that you want to continue improving your writing. But if you consider you have finished, you are satisfied with your final draft, you send it. Click on Send, and that's all. I will check it. I will give you 100 points if you have done your job. And if you haven't, if it's, I don't know, just one line composition, of course I will tell you, you have to do it again, because the idea is to complete the task. Normally, as I told you, it's like 50 to 70, 80 words. It's a very short writing, and it is only for practice. If I consider that it is good writing that has some mistakes, but in general it's okay, I will just write the grade, 100 points, and send it. If I consider there are many mistakes, I will underline them and send you the feedback. Of course, you will find it here at the electronic book. Activity 3, click on the second button, Course, to do the other activities. What other activities? Of course, according to the chronogram or to the timeline, chronogramma, you have vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation, in some cases pronunciation exercises, in some units. You just go to the course as you normally did in the past and continue doing the exercises. That's all. Remember that you only have to do the exercises and activities that are in the cronograma estudio y evaluación, not the ones that are in the grade book, because there you find too many. Well, in the course, actually, you have too many more activities than those you have to do. Just the ones that are in the chronogram. Activity 4, click on the button Grade Book, where you can check your progress. Now, there are two different activities that you can check. Here, when you want to check, you have to click here in this part to see practice only, or when you want to check your grade in the writing and speaking activities, you have to select the button or the option Assignments only. Okay, here in this part. Remember that the number of activities described in the chronogramma are the ones you have to do, not in the grade book, because there are many more, much more. Here you have, guys, some other links to practice the most important exercises, the most important topics covered in the grammar of modules B3 and B4. And that's all. I hope this is useful for you. Just follow step by step, start doing your work, and later I will assign the speaking and writing activities for module C, units C1, C2, C3, and C4, according to the chronogram. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Remember, it's just clicking, and you will find, you can open this guide the same here in this email. Have a great day, have a nice week, and we will keep in touch. Bye-bye.